Monday, October 5, 2020. Hello everyone. It's yet another edition of the Press Review on JDC Plus TV. Let's open with Municipal Updates, which talks of a new era as school is to resume effectively in the troubled northwest and southwest regions after 3 years of interruption due to the Anglophone crisis. The paper says the population of the two regions have unanimously accepted to send their kids to school beginning this Monday. To ensure this effective back to school, the paper says in Donga Mantung, the population received school material from Honorable Ngala Gerald, who rallied them behind President Paul Biya's school resumption campaign. For details on this, grab a copy of Municipal Updates published this Monday. The Guardian Post newspaper picks up the same story in one of its sub-headlines to say that all is set for an effective school resumption in the Anglophone regions. As its main headline, the paper says that calamity strikes bar council. President Tchakounte Patie dies in France. According to the paper, the legal luminary and renowned right lawyer died Sunday, October 4, aged 57. He is said to have taken ill recently and was immediately flown abroad for medical care. The Christian's newspaper says he battled with an unknown disease for days before finally succumbing to the cold hands of death Sunday. Details on who he was on page 3 of the Guardian Post newspaper, published this Monday. And on today's other story, still with the Guardian Post, it says a man whose name it got as Njike is reported to have been arrested in Kumba, Meme division of the Southwest region, Saturday, October 3, for allegedly stealing items of patients at the Kumba District Hospital. Sources recounted that Njike surfaced in the health facility on crutches, pretending to be a patient. The story continues on page 9 of today's edition of the Guardian Post. From the Guardian Post newspaper, let's move into the media newspaper, which carries as main headline, Saying Truth to Power, Mbelamoki spills the beans on Fako politics. In an exclusive interview he granted the media in Boya on the sidelines of the civic reception organized by the Great Support Community in honor of Ambassador Churchill Monono, the senator is said to have set his mind, literally saying the truth to power. He drew far-fetched allusions and laid bare some incriminating truths about past and present political development in Fako politics. That's according to the media newspaper, which provides details on page 5 of today's edition. And next up is the Post newspaper. The paper headlines on the Anglophone crisis and says that bishops have warned that if care is not taken, the worst may still come ahead as far as this 4 years long conflict is concerned. In other news, the paper talks about the death of Bar Council President Bâtonnier Charles Patie Tchakounte Sunday, October 4 in France. And we end this edition of the Press Review with The Voice newspaper. In its main headline news, the paper talks about the 1,000 days of Ambazonia, the fictitious state declared by separatists in October 2017. According to the paper, after the state was declared, followed an armed insurgency that has turned into a mini guerrilla war, killing thousands of people, displacing many, while millions of civilians have been trapped in the crisis. Read more on this 3 years asymmetrical war on page 3 of The Voice newspaper, published this Monday. And that does it for what the papers had to say today. Thank you for watching. On to our next edition.